Hello everyone, welcome back to My Site Code Diaries, your ultimate guide to digital experience excellence, your go-to channel for all the things in site code, .NET, React, DXP and many more things. I'm your host Jitendra Ghanekar, Site Code Technology MVP year 2024 and 2025. You're watching a video from React Fundamentals and Beyond video series. And today we are going to touch very critical topic in React, and that is routing in React. So we are going to see how React routing works, what is routing with an example. So we are going to modify our existing code to see how routing works. You will have a good clear idea after working on the code. If you are new to the channel, please do consider subscribing to the channel and click on notification bell to get latest update. Of course, if you like the video, please do click on a like button and do share this with your friends and colleagues. So let's start today's topic, routing in React. We'll see what is routing and how it is used. React router is used for handling routing. Routing is nothing but navigations. It enables navigation between different pages or views. It works within a single page application architecture and ensures a smooth navigation without a full page reload. So if you want to summarize the routing, what is routing? Routing in React allows us to navigate between different pages or views within a React application. Unlike a traditional web apps that reloads the page for navigation, React routers help us to achieve smooth transition without a full page reload. So before we can use React router, we need to install the required package. And it simply can be done by opening your terminal and running the command npm install react-router-dom. So this will install all the required packages in your project. Now let's talk about how to define routes and in the React application. First of all, the browser route, it's a parent node which will enable the client side routing. Then routes acts as a container for multiple routes. The route defines each route and maps a path. And the star, that is a wildcard route to handle the undefined path. So where you cannot define the path, you can use a wildcard. Now let's quickly look at the example here. So this is a simple example of a route file where first of all you have a browser route, so parent node. Inside that you are defining the number of a list of a route inside a route. So if you see the example of a route, we will have a path. So the home page, for a home page we are giving a backslash, okay, and if you access like a slash about, then it's a about page, slash contact, it is a contact page, and other than this it will be a not found. Okay, so this is how the route is defined and used. Here in this example we have defined the 4 routes: home, about, contact and a wildcard route that displays a not found page when a user navigates to undefined routes. Now that we have defined our routes, let's see how users can navigate between them smoothly. The use of a link tag and NavLink tag. So instead of using an anchor tag where you use anchor tag and href, you give the URL of the page. Okay, so instead of that, use a link and NavLink. Second thing is it prevents a full page reload, keeping the app smooth. So once you use a link and NavLink, it will prevent a full page load. So you will get a single page application experience here. It updates the browser URL without losing the app state. So whatever data is there in any of your state, it will not lose if you use a link and NavLink. If you use the anchor tag and you are passing the href, then the page will also get refreshed and you will also lose the state values. So this is simple example of using the link instead of the anchor tag. So if you see here, here's a list of links, maybe the menu code or our header code, menu code, where you have a different links. So the backslash is a home, slash about is a about page, slash contact is a contact page. In this case, the page, once you click on about, it will just load your about page. It will not refresh your browser, and it also will hold the whatever state which you have used, so it will maintain the state. So using useRoutes for a better structure. So useRoutes array can be used to for a better structure. It is a hook for defining and handling a route configurations. For larger application, managing routes are as an array of objects makes the code more maintainable. So you can use the useRoutes. So it allows defining routes as an array of objects. So you can have an array of objects. It helps you to maintain code, organize the code, and scale the code. So using routes help us keeping our routing logic separate and clean and make it easier to manage. This is an example of our routes. So the defines the routes here. If you see, the first is the home, then about, slash video, slash services, slash contacts, and it defines the element like home. We will have a home page to be reload. Okay, similarly for videos, services, and contact. So now, as you know, the basics now for the routing in the React, we'll go into the demo. We are going to work on the same example which we have created in the last few videos. So we will be working on the same one. Okay, so let's start the demo. Okay, so we are going to work on the same code what we developed in last few videos. So I have made few changes using the routing. I will going to explain you, and this code will be available on the GitHub repository. Okay, so first of all, in DB.json we have a header section where the navigation which we previously defined as a hash about, hash videos, hash services, hash contact. So we have not given the URL here. So because of which, if you run your application, it is just moving to that section of the page right here, because we are not changing the page. Now what we are going to do is we are going to create a different page about us, our videos, our service, and contact, and in that page we are going to display the sections, or we are going to reuse the same component. So reusability also you can see in this demo. Ideally you will what happens is on your home page you have just a what you say call to action kind of things. Okay, it's give you the review, like here you have the three services. So basically if you go to the our services, you have a number of services which you are having, and then click on those services, you will get the details of services. But for our demo purpose, we are going to show the same thing, and we are also going to reuse the component on the different pages. So reusability of the component also we are going to see in this demo. So our aim is now to make these pages, okay, about us, our videos, our services, and contact, and the page should behave as a single page application only. It should not get refreshed. Okay, so for that I am now in the Visual Studio Code. So we have to change this data. We just remove the videos slash services. This is the first thing. So now we want this as our new URL. Slash about should use the about page, should show videos, will show the videos page. Okay, the first thing which we need to do is to install the router package. Okay, so I have already installed it, and how to install it I have already given in the presentation, the command. Okay, we'll use the same command here. Okay, so let's use this command. See, command says npm install react-router. I have already installed it, but let's see how it does. I'm just running it again. Okay, it has installed it again. Okay, so first step is to install the react-router. Okay, then what we have decided that we are going to create a new pages. Okay, and also we need to define the route. So let's start with the route file. So what I have done is I have created a new file, like write new file, and this file is I have created route.js. Okay, a separate route file. In this, first of all, we need this library which we have just installed. So React Rapid Route DOM useRoutes. So this library we are going to use. Now what we said is we are going to create a separate pages for videos, about services and contact. So it means we need a home also separate. So what the next thing which we are going to do once we create the route.js, so we I will explain this code later. Okay, first I will just telling you high level what are the things first of all we need to create. So as per our requirement, we need to create a new pages. So instead of adding the component, I have created a pages folder here. Okay, so pages folder is basically to define our new pages. The first page which will require is a home page. So I have added the home page. Now again the code we will check later. So I have added a home page, I have added about us page, contact us page, services page, and video JS page. We will see the inside code later, but first of all remember you have to do you have to create a route file, and that route file you are defining the number of pages. So for the pages you are defining the pages here in this folder. So I have defined the required pages as per my requirement. So I have a home page, about us page, contact us page, and service pages, and the video.js. So again I'm coming to route.js page. So I have imported all those pages here because I'm going to add those in the route file. Now it's at the end of the day, routes.js is basically a functional component. Okay, so for the functional code you write the similar syntax where you are writing the app routes function here, which is returning some code and exporting at the end app routes. Now every page we are going to pass some data, right, to display it on the page. So that is your props. So we are passing a props here. So content I am passing the as it is the complete JSON string here. I'm just writing here for just understanding purpose here, console.log, and then we define the use route. So use route, as we seen in the presentation, that use route is basically a array of object where you store the routes. Okay, so we have created a routes here. Now what are the things which were defined? First of all we define the home page. So backslash is there, then it's a home page, and it will show the home page here. So if you see here, you have imported a home. Okay, so we are importing a home page, and then we have a about us page for about. Similarly we have video page. Again I'm saying the video, the inside code we will see later. Services page and contact us page. Okay, and then every page we need a prop, right? So home page we need a complete content, about us page we need a about us data. So we are passing about us data. We are checking whether the content is null or not. If it is null, then we are passing a blank array, or if it is there, the data is there, we are passing about us. Similarly for videos, services, and contact, at the end we are returning this route, and if the route is not yet filled, then we are saying that it's still loading. Okay, so this is how we are returning it. So this is the final route.js where we define whatever the routes we are going to use. So basically whatever the page configuration which is required, we are defined here what is the path and what should load on that path. So this is your route.js. Okay, so now we are done with the route.js. Now what the next change which we have to do is in index.js. Okay, so in index.js, once again you will need react router.dom. So you have to import this thing, and here uh, previously it was just app was there, but you need to add browser route so that you can load your component, you can route your component at the client level. So browser route is added here. Okay, that is a small thing which you need to do a change. After that you have to make a major change in app.js. Now whenever we will be moving from about us to may to contact us, to any other page which we are defining. Our header and footer will remain same, just the body part will change. So that we have to define here. App.js, the integration part, what we have done in last video, where we are fetching a data from the API, that will remain same. We are not going to make any changes in that. We are using a set contain. We are using a contain, loading, and error as a state parameter variables. But the thing is that we are going to change the structure such that we will have a different pages. So app.js will not act as a page, but it will redirect your pages to the different pages, and it will be like in .NET if you have seen a master page, right? So we have a master page, and inside that we add the components, right? And then you pages are getting created. Similarly, we will be using app.js here. Okay, so header and footer, that is going to remain same for all the pages, so we are going to add that on app.js. And then instead of adding all the components which we have done last time, right, every component was there on app.js, instead of that we are going to use a route file here, route.js. So we are importing here a route. Okay, other things will remain same. Now we will come to the code change here. So here what we have done is, uh, this header we have kept as it is, the footer kept as it is, but instead of loading the other components, we are loading here app.routes and passing the content as a prop to that app.routes. Now the app.routes we have just created here, where we define the routes. Now depending on what you are trying to browse, it will display the page. Like if you are saying that if it is about us, then it will display about us page. Now that will get rendered, at this stage. It means your header, main, and the about us page will come here. If you do the video, then the video.js will come here. Okay, so that is how it will render. So that one of the change which we need to do in app.js. Instead of adding all those components, we are just adding the routes, and depending on your routes, the page will get displayed. So that is the change in the app.js. Now we will go into the pages. Okay, we will not see all the pages code. We will quickly walk through one of the page. So let's see the home.js. Now for home.js, if you go to the home.js, it means this is your page. The header and the footer is coming from your app.js file. Okay, so now what we want to display is banner, this about us page, our services, latest videos, and contact. Okay, so if I go back to the home page, this is my home page. Here what I need is hero banner, about us, services, video, and contact. So I have uploaded all, I have imported all those component here. Okay, and then the code is same, like how you pass the props. Now content is passed here, so content dot hero banner will go to the hero banner data, about us will go to the about us data, services is for services data, videos for videos data, and contact for contact data. So that is how you will define the home page. Okay, now if you want to display the about us page, now about us page, you just need a header, footer, and about us. Okay, and we have added a new component here, back to home. Okay, back to home is basically for every page you have to come back to the home, so we added one component. So we'll see back to home page first component. Okay, ideally you do not have to make any changes in the component. So that is our goal, that we are not going to make any change in the component. It is same what we have done developed in last video. Okay, so back to home is a new component. Here we just added a link. Okay, and this link is redirecting to home page. That's it, nothing else. So there's a one link. If you click on that back to home link, it will get back to, it will move, redirect you to the home page. That is the back to home page. Now if you go back to about us, now what we need in about us, only the about us component. So in this about us page, we need a about us component. So we taken the about us component, back to home component, we checked whether that data is there or not, and then added the, if data is not loaded, we said loading about us data. I mean, we are given the message that it's not yet load, and you know that we need to close the nodes in the in the Reacts, in the single node only you need a data, so that's why we added this opening and closing fragment. Okay, and then we have a about us component here, which will be passing the about us data and then back to home. Similarly, we have contact us page where we have a contact data. We have a services page where we have a services component. Videos.js, we have a video component. Okay, so this is a simple change which we need to do. So, and there is no change in the components. We have just added a new home to back to home page, and obviously header.js, we need the I will talk about what are the changes in header.js later. Okay, but ideally we have not made any changes in the component, just we added a new back to home page. All right, so let me revise what are the changes which I have done. First of all, I have changed the db.json with removed the hash here, and we have provided the link. Then we created a new file, route.js. Okay, where we have defined our routes, how it will work. Okay, and for that we needed a pages, so number of pages which we have created. Okay, here we created home.js and whatever we needed that we have added here. App.js is basically have the common field header and footer, and other things are and we added app.route, so that depending on the route the code will get displayed. Okay, and obviously the initially we have to install this react router dot route happen dot. Okay, so let's run this code now. So for running the application, first of all we have to start the mock API service. Okay, so for that you have to run this command. So that command is here, json server watch db json port 500. So I already run it, so I'm just showing you json server watch db json port 5000. So that will run uh, your mock API. So you will see at the end like endpoints is this, that is the first thing, so that your API service is started. And the next thing is to run the your application. Okay, and for that you know what is the command, start npms. Okay, it's already running, so but I'm just showing you npm start. So currently it is already running, so it will show that it is already in use. Yeah, it is saying that something is already is running on port version. Okay, so I don't want to run it in another version, so I'm saying no. Okay, so it is already running. Okay, so let's see how it works. It is running. Okay, so this is our home page which we developed in last video. Now what we have done is, first thing which we have done is we have changed the data here. Instead of hash we are given the link. So now if I go to this page about us, if you see here it's not hash, like slash about slash videos, our services, contact. Okay, so now if I click on about us, see the look and feel, see the home page is there, sorry, the header is there, footer is there, here back to home is come. Okay, and back to home which is redirecting to the home page. Now if I go to the our services, back to home will redirect to home page, but you must have observed the page is getting refresh here. Okay, so let's solve that. So if you remember what I have said in the presentation, that you should not be using anchor tag. Okay, and in our header component, we will go to the header component. In our header component we have a anchor tag here. Okay, so let's replace this anchor tag with link. Okay, so just replace with link, and for this you will need to import this. Okay, just save it. Now let's see how it works. It's just changing the path. It is not refreshing the page. So that is the difference between using the anchor tag and the links. Okay. So now this is how the routing works.
And that's the wrap up for today. Today we have explored how routing works in React, how you can utilize routing effectively in the navigation. I hope this video will add a strong understanding regarding the routing to you. If you like this video, please click on a like button to share this with your friends and colleagues. Do provide your comment, feedback, or any question in the comment section. You can tell me whether any topic which you want to include in this video series. And of course, if you are new to the channel and till now not subscribed to the channel, do consider subscribing to the channel and click on notification bell to get latest update. Thanks for watching. I will meet you in the next week. Till that time, happy coding.